I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Who's ready to make some homemade ice cream? Welcome back to another Jeff Reviews for you. And as you saw, we are going to be making our own ice cream. How sweet is that? You know what? Enough talking about what we're going to do. Let's get right into this review. I've always wanted my own ice cream maker, so you know what? I was extra excited when this one showed up at my doorstep. It retails for right around $190. Let me show you what you have right from the unboxing. Of course, we have the housing base. That's actually our ice cream maker itself. We're going to get to that in just a second. I have a transparent lid, like a spatula or scraper. Right here is actually our motor. We have a loading bowl and a mixing blade. There's a lot of cool stuff to this ice cream maker. One of the coolest things about this ice cream maker is it has its own internal compressor, meaning you don't need to freeze anything to get started. You can just pour your ingredients in and go. The directions tell us to wash all of the usable parts that can be washed, and so they're all in the dishwasher right now. So right now I still have the base and the motor. Of course, those two parts you cannot wash. Everything else is in the dishwasher. I wanted to give you some of the specs of the Cowsar automatic ice cream machine. It's 9.5 inches tall, 10.2 inches deep, and 15 inches long. It weighs almost 23 pounds. Now that everything is washed up, I wanted to show you how to put it together. You see there are these little tabs right here. They align to the bottom here of the clear top. So we're gonna snap this into place. There you go, make sure it clicks. Then we can insert our mixer here and finally put it into the ice cream machine. This is pretty simple to put in. You can actually see, and I'll zoom in on this in just a second. There's a lock and unlock icon there. So what you do is you put it in, you turn it to lock, and now this mixer lid is locked into place. I should say, just because the lid is locked into place does not mean you can't take out your motor, but when you take your motor out, the lid stays there. To power this on, we just turn the on button. You can see it defaults to 60 minutes and on the ice cream setting. If I want to switch it between freeze and rotate, I can do that just by hitting this button down here. Of course, if I don't like that 60-minute timeline, I can't go any higher, but I can go lower. When I'm ready to start, I just hit the play button. Let's go get our mixture and start this up. We are gonna make just a basic vanilla ice cream, and here's my recipe. I have 1 3/4 cup of heavy cream. On this side, you can see I have 1 1/4 cup of whole milk, 3/4 cup of sugar, 1/8 teaspoon of fine salt, and then of course, we're gonna finish it off with a tablespoon of vanilla extract. Now you could just throw all this stuff in the ice cream maker and let it mix up together, but what I'm gonna do first is I sort of wanna dissolve the sugar, so I'm gonna heat a little bit of the heavy cream in with the sugar until it incorporates, and I'll add everything else. We're not trying to boil, we're just trying to mix up that sugar. Let's start that now. I have my burner on medium heat and 1 cup of the cream in there. I'm just gonna warm this up for about 20 seconds. I'm gonna add my sugar and salt. We've been on here for about 30 seconds. I'm gonna add in my sugar and just start stirring this around. While I'm stirring this around, trying to incorporate it, I'm also gonna add my 1/8 teaspoon of salt. I've just added in my salt, and I have my sugar, of course, in there, and I'm just gonna stir it up so it's all mixed in, and I'm gonna take it right off the heat. I know this is ready when I can look around and I do not see any more of that sugar mixture. Let's take it off the heat. In this bowl, we're gonna add the rest of our cream. We're gonna put in our milk. And then we're gonna add in our sugar mixture. Can't forget about our vanilla extract. Make sure that's all completely mixed up. Now let's set it in the refrigerator to allow this to chill. I almost started this without the loading bowl. That could have been bad right from the beginning. We're gonna add our mixture in. We're told this holds 1.6 quarts for ice cream purposes. This is just a little over 2 cups based on the mixture. Now we're gonna stick our lid on, lock it into place. Hear that click? Turn it on. You can see we default to 60. It's on ice cream. Let's hit play. It's been on for a little over a minute, and I just heard the compressor click on, so I want you to hear what it sounds like with the compressor and the motor running. Now that we know, let's check back in about 20 minutes to see what our ice cream mixture looks like. We are about 20 minutes in, and you can slowly see the ice cream start to set up. It's a pretty cool process. I really like the mixing element here, so it makes sure my contents are completely mixed up the entire time this is making ice cream. With just under 17 minutes to go, I've noticed that the ice cream is no longer spinning. Let's see if I can take the motor out. Oh yeah, there it goes. It was not spinning, and that sort of makes sense. I was kind of wondering what's going to happen when this got thicker. What's going to happen? I guess right now we're just keeping it cold or cooling it down. We should be done in about 15 or 16 minutes, and I'm excited to try this out. We have about 6 minutes left, and I actually just want to take a peek at this ice cream. I don't think this will do anything when I take this off. All right, look at that. It looks like ice cream down there. That's really hard. Oh, look at that. It's hard on the edge there. Goodness gracious. Let's see what it's like in the middle. No, it's more soft serve right here type in the middle. But the edges here, man, that is cooked right on there. I wonder how I'm gonna get that out. So, tell me, what are your thoughts of this ice cream maker? Something you'd be interested in? Not so much? Let me know down in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. It's the final countdown. Let's see what happens. Well, we heard it beep, and now it's saying cool, but I think our ice cream is done. Let's look at the consistency. It's really firm on the edges, but not as firm in the middle, and that probably is to be expected. I do appreciate that it is frozen. Let me pull the inside canister out. All right, can we take out the middle thing? No, it's pretty frozen in there. So that tells me that it is frozen down there. I'm gonna start scooping the ice cream out. Although not entirely consistent, some of it really frozen and other of it, well, cold and frozen, not as hard. It looks delicious. Let's try it. Wow. That is very good and creamy. Unbelievable. It was softer at the top, but definitely hard at the bottom. I think if you put this into a container and put it in the freezer, you're gonna have some great ice cream. In this video, we were looking at an all-in-one ice cream maker that had its very own compressor. No more freezing a canister and then putting it in. This does it all for you. So what did I think of it? First things first, let's talk about that price point. $190. I did do some research. That fell right within the average range for a product just like this. I thought it was cool that within 60 minutes you can make up your very own homemade ice cream. That's very cool and convenient. I was appreciative of the directions, and although they're a little hard to understand, they also had some recipes in the back that you can try with your very own ice cream maker. I will say, although I tried a quick and easy and pretty much safe recipe, you can do a whole lot of things. You can add in brownies and cookies and candy and all sorts of different things to make your own variation of ice cream. I do appreciate the convenience and versatility of that. I guess one con would be I really wish that the ice cream was completely consistent at the end of 1 hour. I had some on the outside that was extra firm, and in the middle was more like soft serve. You could always just put it into a freezer tight container, and in an hour or so that thing all might set up itself. Just my thought. I really appreciated the quick and easy cleanup. I took everything out, scraped out the ice cream, threw it right in the dishwasher, and let it wash. Hands-free, pretty easy, and the machine was already clean. That was convenient. If this is something that interests you, I will leave a link down in the description. This is Jeff with Jeff Reviews for You. As always, thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a great day. I actually had an empty ice cream container, so we cleaned it out and put our homemade ice cream in. Now we can drop this in the freezer. We made a little over a half a quart, so if you didn't want to eat it all in one sitting, now we have some for later. I really do appreciate that you stayed around for my entire review where we looked at an ice cream maker and made our very own homemade ice cream. You know what? Not that long ago, I actually reviewed a slushy maker, a DIY slushy maker. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna link that review right up here, and I would love it if you would click on this link. And when you do, by the magic of the internet, I'm gonna join you right here. So go ahead, click it. It's safe, I promise.